I'm Nora O'Donnell, and this is the new home for CBS News in the Upper Peninsula. We'll be looking for you right here on WZMQ 19.
Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
Everyone, I'm Mitchell Reif. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, details on the unique riding program that's being offered at the Dickinson County Fairgrounds this week, how families can benefit. Plus, in its 33rd year, what you can expect from your Marquette County Fair this week. And as more warm weather activities are coming up with the UP State Fair getting set up this week, your 19 News at 6 starts right now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
In your first warning weather forecast, we've had somewhat of a dry spell. Are we expecting some rain in the near future?
Absolutely, Mitchell. We're on a yo-yo of precipitation right now. We had the dry spell for today, but then we can expect some showers this evening, starting mostly in the west and then continuing into our Friday. We're still in that cool temp range as well, maybe mid-70s early next week. And then, like I said, that precipitation continuing. We'll expect those temperatures to be in that 65 to 75-degree range. Today, though, we saw a high of 71. I've got your 7-day outlooks and fair weather forecasts on the way.
Thank you, Ariane. Around the UP, horseback riding is providing more benefits than just the enjoyable experience. And WZMQ's Iron Mountain Bureau reporter has more on the unique riding program being offered at Dickinson County Fairgrounds.
The Proud Equestrian Program is currently in need of more volunteers, community support, funding, and supplies. Some community members are saying the program is having a positive impact. Volunteers are getting a lot out of the program, too. One current volunteer says being involved in the Proud Equestrian Program is extremely rewarding.
So sometimes the horses will have them trot. The kids just giggling on top of the horse while they're trotting it makes me really happy.
The mother of a graduate says the Proud Equestrian Program has left a lifelong impact on her son Calvin, who has Fragile X syndrome. Fragile X syndrome affects cognitive functioning. Calvin enjoys the program so much, he's been coming back as a supporter for 5 years now.
When he turned 26, that was the last year he was allowed to ride. He has loved it so much that we continue to come back every year just to visit. For him, this is the biggest thing for him.
The mother of a current rider says the occupational therapy is a huge gift to her daughter, and there are benefits that go beyond just the physical exercise.
Some of this stuff is pushing McKenna out of her comfort zone a little bit, so it helps her self-confidence. She has friends here, so it's social also. But there's so many good things out of this that the kids get. It helps all of them.
Riders look forward to the Proud Equestrian Program all year long. Some parents wish it stretched beyond just 1 week per year.
I wish these kids were able to do this more often.
Currently, the riders get a 1-hour time slot and come for 5 days in a row. And parents are hoping the program continues to expand beyond that.
I'm so thankful for that. But if they had more, can you imagine what it would do?
Amy Doyle, WZMQ 19 News, Norway.
And the setup for the 95th annual UP State Fair is underway in Escanaba. Crews are putting rides together on the Midway, as well as cleaning up the Ruth Butler Building and grandstands. In the livestock barns, all the pens, watering systems, and milking stations are being installed. And according to the operations manager, it takes a lot of quick work to prepare the fairgrounds after major events like Northern Lights Music Fest and the National Trappers Convention.
We had roughly 48 hours after the Trappers Convention to turn it around and begin setting it up, which is extensive setup requirements to meet the standards for the livestock. And this is the only state fair in the state of Michigan. So there's just so many moving pieces to make this happen.
On tomorrow's 6 p.m. newscast, we'll have more on the preparations for the Fair Week, as WZMQ 19 is an official sponsor of the 2023 UP State Fair. And the Marquette County Fair kicked off today at the fairgrounds in Gwinn. It's the first day full of events, animals, and some pretty delicious fair food. Our Sophia Murphy checked in with the organizers and has more.
This will be the 33rd year the Marquette County Fair has been held at the fairgrounds.
The Marquette Fair started out as the Harvest Festival years ago, then it turned to the fair, and in 1988 they bought this property And in 1990, they had the first fair on the property.
Events began today with livestock auctions, BMX races, and even a magic show.
We're real excited this year to be in the UP. It's so beautiful up here. And we brought a spectacular magic and grand illusion show for everybody.
Scott's World of Magic is a traveling show originally from Florida. They'll be performing 3 times every day of the fair, with magical disappearances and audience participation. Along with the events, there's fair rides, food vendors, and plenty of animals.
The reason that county fair started was for animals. It's for the 4-H kids to be able to come here and show their animals.
Elena Milner is one of those 4-H kids. She says she's been riding horses for as long as she can remember, but this is her first year showing her horse at the fair.
This is Callie. As you can see, Greatest Hits, that's her show name.
Callie is a 17-year-old Hanoverian. Elena says she's always loved riding horses and is excited to be participating for the first time.
It makes me feel happy. It makes me feel like I'm in my comfort zone and safe.
Elena is showing her horse with the help of her family this weekend. She says it's already been fun getting to introduce Callie to so many new people.
This is a fun time where everybody can get together and see horses, animals. I love how people just love seeing animals.
This weekend will be filled with horse shows, kids events, and for the first time, a 5K fun run. It all wraps up Saturday afternoon with a big hoedown dance in the main barn. Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News, Gwyn.
We'll have more information about this weekend's events on our mobile app and website, WZMQ 19. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after the break, as well as the Cover 2. Luke Giardi is here with the story just a month after Marquette Area Public Schools Board voted to drop the nickname Redmond. And later in Maui, more than 270 structures have burnt to the ground as wildfires continue. More details on this. We're back in 2.
19 News is brought to you by Dan Perkins Construction.
When you put on a product this nice, you want to sing it from the rooftops. You know my roof's good looking, will last the rest of your life. Each day I go to work thinking, you know we're doing this right. Buy a roof for me and I think you'll see you'll be happy as a gherkin. 'Cause we do it right and we're really polite. Take it from me, Dan Perkins. You try rhyming something with Perkins. All right, everybody ready? Go!
Tonight on CBS.
Buckle up because it's going to be a long season.
The battle is on. As CBS Reality Titans
We are the strongest force in this game.
team up with MTV Challenge legends.
People are coming for blood, and it's going to get ugly.
Who will become
what y'all are very good at is lying to people's faces.
America's Challenge champion.
The Challenge USA. New season premieres tonight at 10/9 Central on CBS.
Shop hundreds of lazy boys at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Kick back in comfort in an industry-leading recliner. Choose from all fabrics, colors, and sizes with prices starting as low as $4.99 plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture in Houghton today.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-525-0162. That's 1-800-525-0162 or go to vacutrim.com.
From all of us at the top, thank you for watching CBS and WZMQ 19.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasek.
Well, we've got mid-60s kind of wrapping us all around here at the UP, and those temperatures currently in that 65 to about 75 degree range. We'll expect those to dip down into the 40s and up to 55 this evening. It's going to be a chilly one, friends. Partly cloudy skies, and we'll expect showers to start in the west, and then we'll have likely rain showers tomorrow. Chances, of course, for thunderstorms throughout the day, and then those temperatures 65 to 75. Things slowing down overnight on our Friday evening, but another chilly night ahead there as well. So make sure you've got your umbrellas wherever you're headed this weekend, because that's going to be the story. Off and on showers as we make our way into next week. Right now, though, we've been fairly dry, maybe some sprinkles over here on the east portion of the UP, basically by Whitefish Point. But at the moment, it is very dry. No precipitation on the radar as we speak. So as we make our way into this Thursday evening, we'll have mostly clear skies and those clouds starting to push in overnight. 6 a.m. we could see some thunderstorms over there in Gogebic and then taking over most of the western half of the UP into midday. Definitely some showers and thunderstorms, at least heavy rain pushing in. We could get maybe up to an inch of rain on this Friday into the evening there. And as you can see, some heavier showers heads up there, Iron River. And then even on Saturday, early hours, 1 a.m. could see some thunderstorms pushing through Marquette and Munising. And then on Saturday, we'll have some scattered showers over here on the east half of the UP. Things kind of clearing out though on our Saturday evening. Heads up, we could see showers returning on Sunday night as well. The lows though, like I mentioned, we could be even lower than 50. Check it out, Iron River with about 48, 55 over here in St. Ignace, but mostly clear, dry, calm conditions this evening. So like Mitch mentioned, that Marquette County Fair started today. On Thursday, we've got a breezy day. I don't know if you've noticed that yet, but then those likely showers returning on Friday, possible thunderstorms. So just a heads up there. The temps though in that mid-60s range, and then Saturday, mostly cloudy skies, but a 40% chance of showers basically till about 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Tomorrow though, everybody in that 60-degree range for the most part, a little bit warmer down in Menominee with a high of 71 degrees. But like we saw, we could see some showers moving in and out. Then on Saturday, we've got the Ore to Shore Mountain Bike Epic. We'll have mostly cloudy skies, 30% chance of showers throughout the day, and those temperatures nice for riding, nice and cool, but just a heads up, it could get a little slick and muddy out on the trails. Our 7-day outlook in Marquette, like we said, rainfall tomorrow, maybe up to ½ an inch here in Marquette specifically, and then Sunday we will dry up with a high of 71, and then eventually getting back up into those mid-70s by about Tuesday, just in time for the UP State Fair.
And it's time to run the cover two. Luke Giardi is here with the news just a month after the Marquette School Board decided to change their name. Hey, Luke.
Hey, Mitchell. So last month, the Marquette Area Public Schools Board voted to drop the nickname Redmen and Redettes for its school sports teams effective immediately. With the decision coming so close to the new school year and fall sports season, it thrust Marquette athletics into a new era, one that currently sees them without a nickname altogether. But for Marquette Senior High School Athletic Director Alex Tissio, preparation in years prior was the key to prevent being thrown into chaos.
It's not been a monumental change. It's something that I think we've kind of been operating in somewhat of a limbo land here for a while, knowing that this decision could really get made at any point. So from an operational standpoint and where we're at with uniforms and stuff like that, I think for any of our teams or groups that have been ordering uniforms over the past, I would say 4 to 5 years now, we've purposely not been putting the nickname on those just because, this has been such a likely scenario. And so we've been sticking with our official school logo in the block M and in Marquette on just about all of our uniforms. And so really from that standpoint, outside of some of our older uniforms that, like on the football side, for example, our sub-varsity jerseys for our freshman and JV teams, we'll be doing some replacements there and just some minor tweaks for a couple of our other sports. So really not a huge change for us there. And, outside of that, it'll be an interesting process for us going forward. And I'm sure our board and leadership here will be providing that guidance on how we're going to go about doing that. But, it's just that next step in evolution. And, we're excited. And I think for our students, it'll be something hopefully for them to grasp onto and get excited about. And we'll see how it goes here going forward.
The process of choosing a new nickname is expected to take multiple months, so we won't be expecting Marquette to have a new nickname anytime soon, and most likely not for the entire year. Marquette will kick off fall competition at the end of next week to jumpstart the new era. For more local sports coverage, tune into the Sports Drive weekdays from 3 to 4 p.m. with myself and Tyler Young on Fox Sports Marquette 105.1, 99.9. And Mitch, at the end of the day, it's the name of the school and community that you represent that's most important.
I couldn't agree more, and we know Marquette has a strong community. Thanks, Luke. And there was more court action in Florida as former President Trump classified document case. The story is just 2 minutes away.
Are you behind on your mortgage?
Is the bank threatening to take your home? Is your house underwater because you owe more than it's worth? Are you considering trying to get a loan modification on your own? Did you know that less than 5% of people who tried on their own actually got a modification? At the Mortgage Modification Helpline, we know the rules and regulations banks don't want you to know about. And we've helped thousands of people stay in their homes. Are you struggling to keep up? Are you past due on your mortgage? If so, we can help. It doesn't matter if you have bad credit, been turned down, or if you're currently getting the runaround from your lender. The call and consultation is free, and it only takes a few minutes to find out if we can help. So call the Mortgage Modification Helpline today, and let's get your loan modified into one you can afford.
Please call 800-363-5958. That is 800-363-5958.
Are you ready for some batting practice? Yeah!
With Peninsula Federal Credit Union's Visa Rewards Card, you can earn 1.5% scorecard cash back on all your purchases.
Okay, buddy, keep your eye on the ball this time.
Even the unexpected ones. It's easy to apply for a Peninsula FCU credit card, online or in person, so you can start earning more today.
Peninsula Federal Credit Union, lighting the way.
Michigan, it's time to play Lie or Law. Lie or Law. Drivers must allow at least 3 feet when passing bike riders. It's a law, folks. Bike riders must ride in the direction of traffic. It's a law. Drivers have more right to the road than cyclists. Lie. Both have an equal right to the road. Know the state laws. It's everybody's road, everybody's rules.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
There was more court action in Florida in former President Trump's classified document case. Trump, as well as his personal valet, pleaded not guilty to new charges, while his property manager had his arraignment postponed. Christian Benavidez has more from the courthouse in Fort Pierce.
This was an arraignment on new charges related to the classified documents case against former President Trump, his personal valet, Walt Nauta, and the Mar-a-Lago property manager, Carlos de Oliveira. Both the former president and Nauta entered their not guilty pleas. Mr. Trump did not appear in court. He waived his appearance, but Nauta was there. Carlos de Oliveira did not have Florida counsel for the second time, and his arraignment was postponed. In Florida, you must have local counsel present. His D.C. attorney, John Irving, told the judge they've identified local counsel but have not yet secured it. We asked Irving about that as he left the courthouse.
Mr. Irving, why no Florida counsel yet? Can you explain what happened?
I'll have more to say after Mr. De Oliveira is acquitted.
The new charges are in connection to allegations that all 3 co-defendants conspired to attempt to hide security footage from the special counsel's office. A new hearing for Mr. De Oliveira is set for next Tuesday.
And the fierce winds appear to have died down somewhat in Hawaii, but the battle against wildfires in Maui is certainly not over. Since Tuesday, at least 36 people have been killed and more than 270 structures have burnt to the ground. Jonathan Vigliotti has the latest from Maui.
Crews are battling 3 wildfires across the island of Maui, and they are now getting assistance from the Hawaii Army National Guard. 2 helicopters are dropping huge buckets of water on the deadly fires. The flames spread too fast for help to reach the western town of Lahaina, much of it destroyed. Wind-whipped flames engulfed the historic community on Tuesday, wiping out homes, businesses, and hotels.
Woke up this morning and got on our phones to pictures of our house just down to the slab.
We're on a boat headed to Lahaina. This is one of the few ways to access the town. And what's incredible from this vantage point is the scale of destruction. We're talking miles of coastline completely burned.
Oh my gosh, look at the harbor.
With the fires raging, thousands of tourists have been scrambling to evacuate. Airlines are bringing in larger planes to help.
We got about a little over 11,000 travelers out of Maui.
If we add in the airline personnel, it's 11,400 or so. We really appreciate what the airlines have done.
Exactly how the fires erupted has not been determined, but forecasters say winds from Hurricane Dora hundreds of miles away fanned them, leading to utter devastation.
FBI agents fatally shot a Utah man Wednesday morning while trying to serve search and arrest warrants. The man, Craig Robertson, has made multiple threats on social media against politicians. This comes as political tensions, in America are already high. Skylar Henry has more.
The FBI is still investigating the deadly shooting of a Provo, Utah man. Craig D. Robertson was killed while FBI agents were serving him a warrant early Wednesday morning.
Some medical professionals looked at him for like a couple minutes, but pretty soon it was clear he was gone.
The FBI had been investigating Robertson for 5 months after he made multiple social media posts threatening President Joe Biden. He also made threats against politicians, leading investigations into former President Donald Trump, including Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg and U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland, as well as more than 24 threats against Vice President Kamala Harris. CBS News consultant A.T. Smith is a former Secret Service deputy director.
In terms of extreme, this is about as extreme as you can get in a threat.
Political polarization has remained high in the U.S. following the January 6th attack on the Capitol after the 2020 presidential election.
It certainly doesn't stop with this one individual. There are a lot of people out there that probably have these same thoughts and feelings, and I have never in my career and 30 years of law enforcement, whether I was in Washington or in the field, like in New York City, seen it to this extreme.
But the violence isn't limited to the U.S. 59-year-old Ecuadorian presidential candidate Fernando Villavicencio was fatally gunned down following a rally in the capital of Quito. Ecuador's president blames the assassination on organized crime, saying it was meant to sabotage an election in less than 2 weeks.
And just after the break, as kids are heading back to school, there is something important many may be overlooking: the importance of an annual eye exam just 2 minutes away.
John's Auto has big news. We've moved. Don't worry, we didn't go far. And it's still John's Auto, which means clean cars and great service. Come see for yourself. John's Auto Marquette.
Catch the new season of The Challenge USA after a brand new episode of Big Brother.
I am so excited.
I'll be a beast at these competitions.
This is The Challenge USA. To win the ultimate prize, America's best will be pushed to their breaking point.
I'm not giving in to temptation, not this time.
Get your ass down here and play.
I'm winning today.
The Challenge USA after Big Brother. New tonight on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
Now more than ever, you need to know what's happening here in Washington. Decisions affecting your life by the people you set here. I'm Rachel Knapp, tracking the daily decisions by your senators and representatives. That's my job, and I report to you. Healthcare, education, the economy, taxes, jobs, all hang in the balance. Watch my reports from Capitol Hill only on WZMQ 19 News.
At John's Auto, we love our new location because it lets us serve you better. Now we can service your car and detail it so it's super clean. Come see for yourself. John's Auto Marquette.
And parents do have a long to-do list as kids head back to school, but there may be some important things that they might be overlooking. Annual visits to the eye doctor can help prepare kids for the classroom. Bradley Blackburn explains why schools' vision screenings may not be enough.
Don't let him talk. No.
3-year-old Zoe is starting preschool this year, and her mom Anna knows how important it is for her daughter to see clearly.
Because I don't want her to have headaches, I don't want her to have confusion, I don't want her to feel left behind. I just want her to be as comfortable as possible.
Zoe recently started wearing glasses. She picked the color.
What did you choose?
Papa.
1 out of 4 children in the U.S. has a vision disorder that needs to be diagnosed and treated, according to the American Optometric Association. That's why Dr. Viola Konevsky says a comprehensive eye exam like this is critical, once a year.
Just like they're growing, their eyes growing with them.
Most states require schools to conduct some type of vision screening, but eye doctors say it's no substitute for a full exam.
In fact, the AOA says school screenings miss up to 75% of kids with vision problems, which can lead to issues in a child's development, school performance, and self-esteem.
We're looking at the retina and the optic nerve and the macula and the lens of the eye.
Dr. Konevsky says kids' eyes should be checked in infancy and then annually starting at age 3 to 5.
7 is pretty much the end of a very, very critical period in the child's visual development.
If caught early, some vision problems can be slowed or even cured.
We brought her in April and her vision's already improving.
A back-to-school test that can be fun for kids.
That was so good.
And give them a sharper, clearer future.
We'll have one last look at your weather forecast just after the break. We're back in 2 minutes.
We roll 365 days a year, transporting you cleanly and comfortably. Welcome to MarkTran. Safe, efficient, and friendly service. Passengers 60 and older ride free every Wednesday. K through 12th grade students and military ride for half fare every day. MarkTran keeps you moving. The Marquette County Transit Authority.
Tonight, the heroic efforts to rescue Maui residents from the deadly wildfires. Then, as inflation ticks up again, extreme heat is taking a bite out of grocery budgets. And why demand for electric vehicles is sending this U.S. company to the bottom of the ocean on the CBS Evening News.
The UP State Fair is back, 95 years strong. WZMQ 19 brings you live coverage every day this year. We'll share the excitement from the cornhole competition to great concerts, fabulous food, animals and agriculture, and the rides. Everything you need to know about the UP State Fair on 19 News, the 19 News app, and WZMQ19.com. We'll see you at the 2023 UP State Fair.
Live coverage begins Monday on WZMQ 19 News. WZMQ 19 News, live and local news, first warning weather, exclusive interviews. Named Best Newscast by the Michigan Association of Broadcasters. Make the switch to WZMQ 19 News.
Well, friends, we've got fairly dry conditions at the moment, although we're going to whip back up that yo-yo and see some rain showers on our Friday. Right now, though, those temperatures 65 to about 75 degrees, just a little bit warmer down there in Menominee, and that's going to be kind of our story for the next couple of days before warm temperatures return next week. So just a reminder, 7 a.m. on Friday, we could see some heavy storms over here in Ontonagon before they make our way midday towards Marquette County and the central portion of UP. Around 1 p.m. we'll expect heavy rainfall in that central area before it heads out in the early evening hours to the east, and then another batch coming in. Iron County, looking at you, friends, there on that Friday evening, and then things kind of clearing out after that for the moment. Saturday, we've got a Tour de Dickinson bike event going on. All kinds of different mileage. If you want to head on over to their website, dtntrails.org/events. You can register Friday and Saturday for this event. They've got a cookout after the ride, and then Italian Fest is also going on there in Iron Mountain. But in the morning, morning, 8 a.m. this starts, 60 degrees, and then we'll see about 71 by 2 p.m. when we could see some afternoon showers there starting around 1 o'clock into about 5 p.m. We'll have a temp of about 68 degrees. Our 7-day outlook for Escanaba, we're expecting maybe even 3/4 of an inch of rainfall on Friday with a high of 68, and then we'll warm up a bit on Saturday, but some chances for rain and thunderstorms. Sunday, a little bit drier with partly sunny skies. Then guess what comes back on Monday for that UP State Fair? That's right, rain showers, possible thunderstorms, so there's an 80% chance of that, very likely. And then Tuesday will dry out for conditions there until about Wednesday when showers could return even into Thursday. So like I said, we're in that yo-yo of dry conditions and rainy conditions. Thank you, Kevin Dunham. If you haven't checked out his photos, he takes some fantastic photos basically in that Munising area. This one is Munising Bay, just gorgeous. Love it. Mitch, have you ever gone over to Munising Bay?
Holy cow, that is a beautiful photo. Look at the sky there.
Yeah.
Look at the cloud coverage there. That is fantastic.
Yeah, he's got some really nice shots.
That's awesome. That is all the time we have for tonight on your WZMQ at 6/5 Central. We'll see you right back here just hours away at 11:10 Central. Have a great evening.
Tonight, devastating.